awful.
Yeah. What?
Sorry. Earlier today, the Massachusetts Supreme Court heard a lawsuit about the Pledge of Allegiance in public schools. An atheist couple wants to remove the phrase "under God," claiming the words violate students' rights. Their attorney explains why.
We have a pledge where children every morning are pledging their national unity and loyalty in an indoctrinational format in a way that validates religious God belief as truly patriotic and actually invalidates atheism as second-class citizenry at best, downright unpatriotic at worst.
Well, what he neglects to say is that you don't have to say the pledge if you don't want to say the pledge. But Dana, what do you think about this argument?
I'm tired of them. I remember working at the Justice Department years ago when I first started, I think it was right after 9/11, and a lawsuit like this came through. And before the day had finished, the United States Senate and the House of Representatives had both passed resolutions saying that they were for keeping under God in the pledge. I think that our representatives have spoken over and over again, and that if these people really don't like it, they don't have to live here.
Yeah, that's a good point. But does anybody know whether this under God was added to the pledge, or was it part of it? It was?
It was added. It doesn't matter, though. In God we trust is on our currency, so right. Are they saying that they want that removed? Or,
they do.
Or better yet, would the attorney choose not to take U.S. currency, which would be all right with me, too.
Well, Greg, you're not an atheist. We know that you go to church every day. Does this outrage you?
Well, it's a pledge. It's not a prayer. It's a patriotic exercise. In a sense, it's basically saying, thanks for giving us the freedom to be an atheist. This is one of the countries where you don't get killed if you don't adhere to whatever belief system they're forcing down your throat, say in certain countries that we won't mention.
Plus, if you don't believe, then why do you care?
Yeah.
It's just like some guy's name.
But you know, the thing is, though, you have to understand, atheism is not an extreme idea. It's called faith, religious faith, for a reason, because you have faith. The only way you can have faith is if there is no faith to compare it to. So I understand that they are the minority here and they have to deal with these issues.
But why should they be catered to?
We're not
Why are they so special?
What about that?
I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm telling you that I find it offensive that a few people, and these children are pawns from their parents' political statements and beliefs to try and enforce it on everybody else and inflict their belief system. It's incredibly selfish. It's small-minded, and I don't think the court should cater to them. There is no good reason to do so. You know, it's interesting being in Massachusetts, because Massachusetts is where the Salem witch trials were. Remember, that was when there was intolerance about not being religious. And I wouldn't, for example, Kimberly, I would never have prosecuted you for that, or any of your 5 husbands. Anyway, I'm only kidding. One more thing is up next. Did I get you? I did, didn't I? This has been a tough